I wish I had a wheel of time because I would skirt my way to the ending of this book. Hi everyone, welcome back to Novel's Nook. If you're new here, my name's Victoria, and for today I have another reading vlog for you guys. What I'm gonna start doing is when I'm vlogging, I'm gonna update you guys like right in the beginning of what I'm reading, when I finished, all that kind of stuff, and then going forward. Obviously the vlogs will contain any kind of reading, books, talk, central, whatever. So obviously to start this off, I wanted to say I'm still reading this fucking book. I maxed out the amount of times I could renew at the library. It actually looks not as chunky in this form, so I don't know if the hardcover was making it look so big, but I am still reading this. I am on page 412, chapter 28. I've gotten quite far and I am still enjoying it, but I've been very busy with work lately and I really haven't been in the reading mood. I've actually been in the TV binging mood, so I've been watching a little bit of different animes. And also for TV recommendations, I highly recommend you watching The Sandman. The second season just came out, kind of wrapping up the entire show. I don't think there's gonna be more seasons. Hopefully not, because the second season destroyed me. I think I cried every episode, which is funny because it's not really emotional. But I fell in love with Dream, and I just love him as a character, and absolutely recommend that show. If you haven't watched it already, I highly recommend it. But I went to a book event recently. I don't remember where, but the library was doing like an inventory check and upping their inventory, so they were doing a mass sale of used books, and I kind of thought they would be like normal priced. They were like 50 cents. I was getting hardcovers and paperbacks for 50 cents. So I know they're old and older. Obviously there wasn't much of a new collection. First book is this. It's a poem book. The Truth About Something. Oh, The Truth About Magic. I believe this is poems. Yeah, it's a collection of poems, which I haven't read a poem book since high school, so I saw this and immediately wanted it. Like it's just so cute. There's definitely some cute pages, and this one's cute. It says, "My darling, let's you and I ramble on this life a while, our hands in hands, our hearts in hearts, our shadows forever one." It's just so beautiful, and they have like, I don't know, I just thought it was really cute. Wine so delicately pulls from us all the stories we hadn't planned to tell. Like, what? I just thought this was so freaking cute. And they had like, obviously this wasn't at Target, but obviously for 50 cents, excuse me, yes. Next one is this. Look at the cover. I just thought that font was so freaking pretty, and then the colors. This is Adventures for Your Soul, 21 Ways to Transform Your Habits and Reach Your Full Potential. Obviously, I like self-help books, depending on, you know, certain things. But again, it was 50 cents, and so I was like, you can never have too many self-help books. Obviously, I've read a bunch, I still have more to read, so I figured I would add this to my collection, and I hadn't ever seen it or heard it, so figured I'd give it a go. The rest, I believe, are fiction, kind of trying to get as much romance as I possibly could. This book, I couldn't remember if I had on my collection. Since You've Been Gone, I had never read this. I feel like I've had a copy of this before. I've heard so much about this, and I know it was really popular when it came out, but I don't think I ever ended up reading it. But they're like 50-cent hardcovers, or I think maybe they were $1. Not gonna pass this up. So this is First Frost, and I absolutely love the cover, so I got it. I don't know what it's about. Oh, look at the inside. Again, this was a hardcover, had love in the title, so I figured this would be cute. This is a good chunk, and like $5. Okay, back with the reading update. I have a few little pieces of things that I wanted to talk about. Figured I would pop on here and give you guys a little bit of a reading update, book updates, that kind of thing. I think I showed you guys this book. This is the poem book. like basic chapters, or like not chapters but pages. Like this says, people like diamonds become less perfect the closer you get. The trick is to not forget how they shine. First of all, love that. Poetry at the wrong time is madness. Poetry at the right time is magic, which love that one as well. Read it, liked it, gonna get rid of it. I know that sounds crazy. I literally just got it. You guys saw in the beginning of this vlog, and I'm getting rid of it because I liked it, I enjoyed it. The poems follow a very set structure, so I wish I could find a beginning chapter phase, but it's like, in this section you'll be reading poems about magic, in this section you'll be reading poems about love, life, whatever. And I do enjoy it. They were really good, but my thing is, again, I don't reread books, and I've already read this and I've already enjoyed it, so I want someone else to read it, and hopefully they'll like a nice collection of poems. I think poems are very eccentric in the way that you read them, you enjoy them, and then you pass them along. Like I have already read every single one of them. Oh, this one's cute. We lay there within the lonely silence of all the things we didn't say. I like that one. But again, they're just poems, and as much as I adore them, love them, they're beautiful, I am getting rid of this, so I am unhauling it. But I wanted to come on here and tell you guys, this is The Truth About Magic, a collection of poems, and read it. I mean, if you like poems and you want something quick, easy, simple, and very basic level of understanding, I think sometimes with poems we become a little bit more articulate and try to find ways of making it very deep and sometimes full of jargon when it's really not needed. These are really simple, easy to read, easy to understand, and easy to relate to, which I think is a huge thing with poems. So if you haven't read this, I recommend it. It's a nice, cute little collection of poems, and I will be getting rid of it. But I liked it. I'm getting rid of it not because it's a bad thing, but because I've read it and I've enjoyed it. So that is a reading update. I actually have done something productive this year, but I'm still reading this book. Guys, I'm still reading this. I think you'll become sick of me saying that I'm currently reading this. The day I'm finished with this, I'm having a pizza party or a celebration. I'm gonna celebrate it like it's my birthday because I literally have not finished this. I'm on page 442. The story's so good, and the chapters are chaptering. Like each chapter, something so progressive happens. Like something in each chapter is like monumental. Like it is imperative to the story, each chapter, which I actually really enjoy. Sometimes the best way I can describe it is like Naruto, if you ever watched that anime. A lot of it is filler episodes or like flashbacks to shit we've already seen. A big anime junkie, but this book is giving full like detail attention. Every single chapter is needed. Every single chapter just like enlightens us to more of each of the boys' lives, their story, their entire world essentially, because it is so different from, I mean, obviously with every fantasy book you're going to have that kind of world they live in. What's the specifics of it? Why is it different? Why is it fantasy? And I think the one thing I really do like about this is how capturing it is, not only into the story but the world, the enhancement of their lives, everything. But it is so chunky, I just can't finish it. Like I'll get reading it and like a good chapter I'm like, I need a break. So I'm still reading this, but hopefully I will have this done. And again, I'm gonna keep updating you guys with my progress. Yes, am I still reading it? Have I finished it yet? No. Do I want to start 2026? Because it is now November. I'm finishing this before the freaking new year. Like, it has to happen. I'm so sick of this book. Like, I love it and I hate it because it is so big. So this is Hunting Adeline. The second one? Yeah, 8 hours, right? 6 freaking months of reading this book. But look at the chunkiness. So I just wanted to show you guys. They're so big. I literally can't even fit them in my hands. I have little baby hands. But this is the size comparison. So yeah, I read this in 8 hours. Literally almost 8 months now. We're going on 8 months. It's kind of crazy. Maybe not 8 months. Maybe I'm being dramatic. But that just goes to show you it's not always the length of the book that takes you that long. It's the content, it's your enjoyment. I love romances. I will forever be a romance junkie. So you give me a romance book, I'm finishing it. And I loved him. I love Zaid. I felt such an emotional connection to Zaid. And I didn't mind Addie. Like, she grew on me over time. But yeah. Anyways, I love these books. And I know they're controversial because they're dark romance, but I love them. Speaking of dark romance, we're moving on to the next segment of this little clip. I showed you a book I've read, book that I'm currently reading, and a book that I literally just bought. I found this at Walmart, which has a sticker that says only available at Walmart, so I'm not sure what's only available at Walmart, if it's a physical edition of Pen Pal, because I have seen this mostly advertised on Kindle, so I'm not exactly sure, or is only available at Walmart the edges, because this is so freaking pretty. It's red and then it kind of goes into black. Obsessed. We love him too. I think I'm following him on Instagram. But I have been dying to read this because obviously love this author, and I've also seen so many things about it and I haven't read it yet. And we know we love a good pen pal situation. I was seeing a little bit of like what the comments were, why people didn't like it. People were saying they didn't like what he called her, which I'm a sucker for pet names. I mean, I don't necessarily like Bunny, which I don't know if that's what he actually calls her. Take every fucking drop, my beautiful bunny. There's something really funny about that. So yeah. But I don't mind that. Obviously, I'm a huge pet name lover. That's like people criticizing the Haunting books, because I'm pretty sure Zaid calls her like his little mouse or something. Not my favorite either, but I seriously don't think Bunny is that bad. There's a lot of different names. Obviously, like baby girl, princess, sweetheart, like those are like so typical, still my favorites. But I don't think Bunny's that bad, and I think I'll enjoy it. So after I finish this, I'm diving into this. I know I have a whole like TBR, but I have been dying to read this book, and I want to know if I will be hyped up for it or not. He's so pretty too. Like, what? All right, back with another reading update. I'm gonna take this day to try and finish The Eye of the World. I can't even believe we're in November, which means I only have a month left of 2025 to complete the A to Z challenge, which I will put my progress right here so you guys can see how far I've gotten. I cannot believe I forgot about this, but also that means I am running out of time. So I decided to put together a little pile, 5 books that are going towards those prompts, so I'm gonna try to read these for the rest of the year. I probably won't make it, since I kind of forgot about this, but I was gonna share with you guys the TBR, I guess we can say, the list of books that I want to try to read before the end of the year that also fits the prompts on some of the letters that I'm missing. First book is Caught Up. First of all, I absolutely adore these covers, and I really loved Lights Out, so I'm hoping I like this. I needed to see This Is Perfect, so I know I had said, I think in my last video, or mentioned that I was going to start the duology Once You're Mine and Now That You're Mine, those books, but I really want to focus on this challenge, so that's kind of why I'm upping my TBR, trying to put together a list of books that I actually need to be reading to complete the quest, like it's a video game, right? But I also needed a D word. So we're going with Deep End because I have been dying to read this. I haven't read it yet, and I just think it's gonna get me back in the romance mood. I've really been craving some good romance. So I'm excited to read this and finally get into some Ali Hazelwood books. Again, I have a lot of her books on my bookshelf that I just haven't gotten to reading yet, so I am excited to see if I like this. So I needed an I, and this was the only book I had on my bookshelf. This is Indiscreet. It does say Love Song Book 1, so this is a series. Oh, I missed F. I'm kind of going out of order. I tried to do this in alphabetical order, but I guess I messed up. But for F, I'm gonna read Final Offer, which is kind of a really daunting like, this is huge. Why? Oh, that's so cute. But why is it so chunky? Like, please, why? But I finally want to finish this series. Like I said, I have read the first two. I gave the first book 5 stars, and I think I gave the second book 4 stars. But I am really excited for this one. I think I'm gonna like this one the best out of all of them. So yeah, as soon as I can, get up some motivation and courage to read a book this chunky, we will read it. So I am excited for that. And then also for K, I had a lot that could work here, which I'm using King of Greed. I need to finish the rest of these books. I have her entire collection, have only read the first 2 of the series, so I really want to get reading these. I think I'm gonna really like this one. My favorite is King of Wrath. Obviously, you guys know. I've talked about that before. I absolutely adored that book. So those are the 5 books that I'm going to be reading after I finish this. Obviously, when I get done with this, I will start with Caught Up, and then I will go down the list alphabetically. It is currently November 28th when I'm filming this, but I wanted to pop on here and do a little reading update. So I have been cruising reading this book. I started joining reading sprints on Discord, and I'll leave a link to all of that below. But I'm on 616, but I have asked a bunch of people if continuing this series is worth it, and they have said yes. So, even though I'm going to be finishing this soon, I do want to start more different books. So I don't think I'll probably continue this series from what I've heard and what some of my friends have been saying, but I think I'm going to shelve it once I'm done and maybe pick it back up another time. I know I have in the TBR picks is finish a series, so maybe if I pick that prompt, I will continue finishing this, but I'm really enjoying it so far. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. I'm almost done. It's probably going to be a 4-star for me. Again, it was definitely branching outside of my comfort zone. I actually really enjoy it. I love the characters. We're now in a point in the book where like everyone has kind of come back together. There was a character death, which I won't go into spoilers because I don't want to say like who, but I don't know if it's just me and like my love for supernatural or like just seeing movies and books where this trope exists. I can't believe anyone is dead until like we see a body, it's confirmed, like they're not mentioned at the end of the series or the books, because like people die, but like I've seen too much shit where like people come back, so I wasn't really sad, and that really didn't emotionally hit me because I feel like deaths don't unless I know it's like final. So that was interesting to see that occur, and obviously we still have a bunch of pages left, so I'm interested to see if that brings it back, or maybe it was just a final and I'm just overthinking everything, but would be very interesting to see. Also, I love that they're all back together, like the band is back together. We've also met one new companion that I think is going to be joining them. So that's just super exciting, and I was just telling somebody, or maybe I was saying it in a vlog, one of these clips maybe, but I absolutely love how each chapter is significant. There is not a chapter where I feel like it doesn't progress the story in some way. We are getting like snippets of these people's lives, we're meeting new people, we're meeting new places, we're discovering history or a continuation of the story. we get to meet, you know, various different plots and storylines that I'm still undecided if they mean something. But I think that's just so good. And I think, was it Robert Jordan? I think does a very good job throughout this entire book of really capturing the reader's attention by offering something not scandalous, but something really relevant for each chapter, where it's like, okay, I finished this chapter and I was happy where it went, and I learned something, I gathered something. It wasn't a filler episode like animes do. Like, every chapter feels significant, which I have really liked. But I will update you guys once I finish this, or if I start reading anything else, if I've gotten any new books, which I haven't recently except for 2, but that is going to be in its own separate vlog, a whole separate video, which I'll probably start editing today. Happy Thanksgiving also, and Merry Christmas to those who celebrate and those who obviously have enjoyed those holidays. I am currently working, well, took a break from work, but in between working and not working during the holidays, so that has been exciting. But I'm gonna get reading this and hopefully finish. New video is coming, an unboxing video, which may or may not be up before this vlog is up, but got a new subscription box and I'm super excited about it. So I'll probably dive into those books eventually, but it is also almost the new year, so I do have quite a few books that I wanted to get done that I might not even touch, so those might be falling into the new year. But it's almost 2026 and I am super excited. But anyways, I just realized my hair kind of matches these glasses and it's kind of a vibe. Okay, back with a little reading update. You guys know I have been reading this book for 4 months. I finally finished Eye of the World. So 4 out of 5 stars. I really loved the ending of this. I would say the last like 20 chapters, phenomenal, iconic, loved it. Really brought the book all together. I literally loved the development of all the characters. It took me 4 months to read this, obviously, because this was my dipping into fantasy journey, and I really love it, and I'm really happy with the ending. Won't give too much of a spoiler, but it ended really kind of not on a cliffhanger to the point where I really need to read the next book right away, but it left me engaged, and obviously I'm gonna read the rest of them. But I finally finished this and I'm super excited to be moving on to the next book. Every time I go to the store, I have to check the books, even though what I'm going to the store is not for books. But one of my favorite books, and I'm very on brand, is Lights Out. Like, I think all of these tabs are moments where I like squealed or smiled or very much love Josh. I love Josh. He's amazing. But I absolutely love this book, and I was obsessed with this cover. But I did see the additions of the hardcover with the sprayed edges that I just adored. Like, I needed to have it. Found it in the store today, so I had to pick it up. Like, look at the difference. Excuse me? I love this cover. The edges, I'm just so impressed with this. Going from this to this is a freaking upgrade. The only problem is I'll be getting rid of this copy so I can have this copy on my bookshelf. But I have caught up in paperback, not hardcover. So I don't even know if they have a hardcover edition of Caught Up, do they? I haven't seen it if they do, but I absolutely fell in love with this. I saw when Navessa first, promoted this, I guess. I saw it on Instagram and I was like, oh my god, I have to get it. When it first dropped, I think I went to buy it and it was sold out, and I was like, I'll never get my hands on it. But then I'm like, I'll probably find it eventually. I forgot about it until I saw it in the store today. I'm literally obsessed. It's so pretty, and I'll never read it ever again. I mean, I've read it once and that's enough for me, but It's just so pretty. I love it. Like, what? Yeah, I had to. Oh, it's a freaking trophy. But anyways, I just wanted to show you that I got that. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching my reading vlog and watching me finish this freaking book, because let me tell you, it was a journey. Look at my mini Christmas tree. My first day into this apartment was January. So this is my first year here with the Christmas tree, but it makes me so happy. Happy holidays. I think I'm gonna edit this video so I can get it up before the holidays. Thank you guys so much for watching.